Story time how I went to the doctor sick and ended up getting an STI test with my religious mom there with me. So last year I was sick for like 3 weeks straight, and the fever and chills finally went away, but this bad cough just wouldn't go. Then one day in the bathroom I coughed up this thick phlegm looking like thing, and it looked like I had blood in it. And it wasn't small either, so I started freaking out and told my mom. We ended up going to the doctor together, and the doctor did like a basic checkup, asked me some questions, and then said he'd prescribe me like a cough suppressant. And I showed him the photo of what I coughed up, but he wasn't even sure what it was. So I thought it wasn't much of a concern, to be honest. As my mom was at the front desk scheduling my next appointment, because yes, she still does, the nurse suddenly called me back in. She led me into a room where the doctor asked if I was in college and if I had a boyfriend. I said I did, but we broke up about a month ago. Then he asked if we had sex, and I told him just oral, and immediately he said he wanted to test me for an STI. I was really nervous because my mom, who's very religious, was outside waiting for me. Thankfully, the nurse pulled me aside and told me she'd tell my mom we're doing some cholesterol tests since I'm 18. I ended up doing blood work, a throat swab, and a urine test. They said I'd get the results in the next few days. But anyways, when I came out, I could tell my mom knew something was up. She kept asking me questions, so when we got home, I vaguely told her what the test was for. I expected her to freak out, but she was just a bit worried. We never talked about it again until I got the phone call. Turns out I didn't have an STI, I was just low on vitamin D and had a small infection that would clear up on its own. But that whole experience made me realize something. No one ever told me you could get an STI from just oral sex. A lot of times people are told STIs only come from penetrative sex, but that's not true. Non-penetrative sex, like oral sex, can still transmit infections like chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, HIV, and more. What's worse is that harmful gender stereotypes stop a lot of girls from even asking these questions. We're made to feel like we shouldn't talk about sex, but staying silent doesn't protect you. It puts your health at risk. If you've ever felt too embarrassed to ask questions about sex or get tested, don't wait. STI testing is a form of bodily anatomy. Practice sex habits that make the most sense for you and your health.